Hello guys, welcome to this particular video here on my platform. In this particular one, we'll be considering the off-page SEO, right? I will help you to understand what the off-page SEO is. I will also help you to learn strategies by which you can get to do off-page SEO very well. And last but not least, I will help you understand the goal or the goals of off-page SEO. So to begin with, it becomes very important that I help you refresh your memory, right? So in a previous video that I made, I mentioned the types of SEO, and I did say that we have the on-page SEO, which covers all of the activities that you do within or inside of your website to help your website to rank organically on Google. And of course, also I mentioned the off-page SEO, which is what we're going to be considering in this particular lesson. And of course, also I mentioned the technical SEO, which looks into the technical part or the technical side of your website, like the page speed, like the HTTPS, the security feature, or the security certification for your website. And of course, also I looked into the local SEO, which actually covers all of your local rankings, right? Helping your business gain visibility in your locality. And of course, the e-commerce SEO, where you get to learn how to optimize an e-commerce platform or e-commerce product pages. And international SEO, which obviously helps your business gain international visibility outside of your immediate environment, right? So let's get right into this particular section, which is the off-page SEO, and let's get to consider what it means, the strategies by which you can do it very well, and of course also the goal or the goals of every off-page SEO endeavor. So welcome back here guys. What exactly is off-page SEO? Just as its counterpart, the on-page SEO, which looks into all of the activities that happens inside of your website, like the blog, like the pages optimization, helping your website to rank organically from within, right? The off-page SEO actually happens outside of your website. So the on-page, and the opposite of that is the off-page. So all of the optimizations you do outside of your website to help your website become relevant and visible, and of course also become credible outside of your website, is what we call the off-page SEO. So off-page SEO are all of the optimizations that you do outside of your website to help your website gain credibility, visibility, and relevance, obviously. So there are several strategies by which you can get to achieve this. So take for instance, you have gone to an event, and of course you have over 2,000 people in attendance in this event, high profile individuals, and from nowhere one of the invited guests mentions your name. I mean, probably you have been doing something nice in the community, and somebody has always noticed that and calls you out. Obviously you will feel very happy, you feel very elated, and of course also you feel very proud, right? And believe me on this also when I say this mention from this individual in the midst of all of this crowd will help increase your visibility, right? A lot of persons will turn their heads to look exactly your direction, and of course most likely it will also increase your business contact as well, right? So this is what businesses also jostle on the internet outside of their website to achieve, to get that credibility from people's mentions, from mentions outside of their platform, to get that visibility that also comes from mentions outside of their platform, to also get that business credibility, right, that comes outside of their platform. Off-page SEO, long and short, actually helps your business to do well online from mentions outside of your platforms. I mean, sometimes mentions that you have not initiated yourself, mentions that you did not orchestrate yourself, mentions that came naturally, that flew naturally into your platform. And Google recognizes this. Funny enough, guys, Google actually recognizes this, and of course this signals to the search algorithm that you are actually doing something nice within your website to have warranted this mention from several other platforms outside of your platforms. Just as in the case of this guy that got mentioned in the midst of crowd in a party or in an event, right? A lot of persons want to start doing business with you. That will also signal a sense of credibility to you or to your brand as well. And this exactly is what is obtainable on the Google's platform or on the search engine platform as well. When websites mention your name, giving you a reference back to your platform, this sends a solid signal to Google that you are actually credible and you are doing something nice. Let's get to consider some of the strategies by which you can get to do your off-page SEO very well. Bear this at the back of your mind that for every off-page SEO activity that you get engaged or get involved in, you're actually meant to get mentioned, right? The name of your brand is expected to be mentioned or referenced to outside of your platform. So bear this at the back of your mind as we move ahead into the strategies. So the very first strategy to do off-page SEO very well is called guest blogging. Guest blogging, as the name sounds, is an opportunity for you to get mentioned outside of your website as a blogger, as a guest blogger, right? So you actually visit a guy's platform, and because you have a mutual relationship or an agreement with the guy, he allows you to drop blogs, written blog content on that platform and get yourself referenced, right? Giving a reference to the fact that you authored this particular blog, right? So when you do that and this reference is linked back to your platform or to your website, that is a big trust signal, and of course that is a big signal to the search engine algorithm that you're actually doing something nice to have gotten this particular mention. And of course, the best practice is obviously to go all out and get as many of these mentions as a guest blogger as possible. So guest blogging is a practice, it's an off-page SEO practice that allows you to write blog content on a third-party platform as a guest, right? So this is one big strategy in off-page SEO that allows you to grow your off-page SEO endeavor as a digital marketer. So another strategy that allows you to do your off-page SEO activities very well is the press release or press releases. So when you go to the media and you have a story to tell as a brand owner, right, and you meet these media platforms to write your story, when they reference back to you, giving you a link, that also becomes a signal, a trust signal to anybody who finds that particular content on the internet space, and of course to Google itself. So press releases, guest blogs are good strategies by which you can actually check the box for off-page SEO activities. The third off-page SEO strategy I have on my list is definitely link outreach. So link outreach is basically reaching out to a website or a content owner suggesting to replace an outdated or an unexisting content with a freshly developed or a freshly written content that you have developed. Yeah, so sometimes this may not actually be feasible, as a website owner may not respond positively to your request to replace their outdated content with your own freshly written content. So link outreach sometimes is difficult to do, and a lot of persons still do it. And trust me on this, a whole lot of SEOs don't actually go the route of link outreaches anymore. There are several ways by which you can do off-page SEO without necessarily doing link outreach, right? I will share my screen right now and I will show you some other strategies by which you can actualize your off-page SEO endeavor. So let's get right into my screen, guys, and let me show you other strategies that I may not have mentioned before now. So right here on my screen, off-page SEO techniques or strategies from Google's AI itself. We have social media marketing. So basically, you can also do off-page SEO by consistently making posts across your social media platform. We have backlink audit. Backlink audit is simply looking at your competitors and trying to understand how many persons are linking out to them. How many businesses are giving them backlinks. So backlinks are actually signatures. Backlinks are references. Recall that I said one of the reasons for doing off-page SEO is so that I can get mentions, right? Brand mentions. So the only way by which Google can ascertain that your brand had been mentioned is when a guy links back to your website using that particular brand mention that they give to you. So that link itself that allows Google to ascertain that this is a brand mention is what we call the backlink, right? So backlink, a back and a link, right? So adding the both of them together, you have a backlink. So a guy links out to you, right? Or backlinks, a guy links back to you, right? That is backlinking, right? So you have gained the guy's trust, you have gained the guy's trust, and he feels that one of the ways by which I can compensate this particular man is by linking back to him. When it does link back to you, that is already a signal to Google, and that is what we call backlink, right? So when you do backlink audit for your competitor's website and you're able to find out, right, you're able to find out how many persons are linking back to them or mentioning them off their website, you can actually do the same thing by reaching out to those people that are linking out to them and maybe suggesting that they also link out to you, right? So backlink audit is one of the ways by which you can do off-page SEO successfully. And guest posting, I've mentioned this before now. Influencers, so if you know any big influencer online and you are financially buoyant to pay for their services, you can do that also because they can help you do well off your website. So this is social bookmarking, this is commenting, leaving relevant comments across people's content online, and not spammy kind of content. I mean relevant and high quality content to also engage and to show a bit of expertise in what the person is talking about. So local SEO, when you do your local SEO very well, optimizing for local search terms within your vicinity, you can also do well with off-page SEO. So press release, I've mentioned this already. Directory submissions, submitting your business on directories like Clutch, like Google Business Profile, and several other local directories around you. So this one is internal linking, article submission, guest blogs, forums, infographics, and several other things that you can actually do. Question and answer session, FAQ sessions, and several other things that you can do to help your off-page SEO shine, right? I hope this makes sense to you. If you have any question around off-page SEO and how you can go about doing off-page SEO successfully, as well as tools that you'll be needing to get started with some of the strategies I just mentioned to you right now, feel free to reach out to me in the comment section to ask, and of course I will gladly do justice to that for you. And of course, if you have access to me one-on-one, feel free to also ask me these questions